Welcome back to the Springs Radio Real Estate Show. I'm Cheryl Garlock with Colorado Front Range Properties, and wow, I am really glad you guys can tune into the show here today. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about discount brokerage firms, and whether that's a good thing for you or not. On the surface, it sounds like it might be good because you might save money. I can understand, don't you think, Scott, why everybody wants to save money when they can? Yeah, especially in these times there. But anyway, when the market is starting to turn, you might find a few companies that start coming in to offer discount brokerage services. And I'm just saying to you to remember, you really do get what you pay for. By and large, you get what you pay for. And you just really want to make sure that you know the difference of what you're trading for. So if you're going to go ahead and retain the services of, say, a discount brokerage firm, I know that there are some that offer these really deep discount things for, putting it in the MLS here and pretty much shoving contracts your way when they get it, and you handle the showings, or they may even have a showing service there. But you got to have it priced really to go kind of a deal, which you want to have your properties priced well, but you also don't want to give it away. So sometimes, in order to make their numbers look like they're super successful, you'll sometimes see some of these companies really price these properties low, because of course they're thinking that they're passing the savings on to the end consumer, your buyer. That's not really always so true, because at the same time, you, the seller, might be taking a bath on what you could actually get if you have it really well marketed. And that's an important thing here today, because marketing is everything in the real estate business here today. It is not just putting your home in the MLS. And we used to have a saying, Scott, I don't know if you remember this here, but it used to be a long time ago, put it in the MLS and pray to God it sells, and put on the lockbox and maybe it'll sell. You need a little more effort than that, you guys. Yeah, you really do. And so you really can't just sell properties on the internet there. I mean, the internet is a huge benefit to helping people find those properties initially there, but there are issues that come up during the course of any transaction. And like you said, Scott, you get what you pay for. And if you have an issue that comes up, like I had one real recently here where the title work on a property here was all messed up. And if you're only going to get if you're seemingly the professional, you're only going to address it so much, because if you're charging so little, you don't have a whole lot of time to go ahead and devote to that particular client or that transaction, and you're out there trying to sell all these little deals. And some of these brokerage firms charge non-refundable fees. So it's not even a success fee. It's just a non-refundable fee. And here's another key point, you guys. I want you to pay attention here. Is that some of these firms here are not even realtors. And a lot of people always think that we're all the same. That if you're licensed to sell real estate, you're a realtor. No, you are licensed to sell real estate. You are a real estate agent in the law, according to the laws of the state of Colorado. But unless you belong to the National Association of Realtors, you cannot call yourself a realtor. Now, why would you want to hire somebody who is a realtor and a member of the National Association of Realtors? It's because it protects you, the consumer. It really does. So does the Colorado Real Estate Commission, but the National Association of Realtors has a code of ethics. And the code of ethics, they got tons of standards of practices here as far as what the realtor can do and cannot do. So let me give you just a couple of ones here. First of all, when entering into a listing contract, the realtor must advise the seller of the property the company's policies regarding cooperation and the amount of compensation that will be offered to other agents. So, in this case here, this discount brokerage firm, sometimes they offer such a reduced rate for compensation. Can you just imagine yourselves taking a 50 to 75% haircut on your paycheck? No. So if you put in the MLS, or you get in the MLS and you put in a cooperating fee here that is really tiny, just how much activity do you think the realtors are going to do to go ahead and show and sell your home? Not a whole heck of a lot. It may be against their fiduciary relationships there to do that, but on the flip side, it causes a real big problem for their buyers, particularly if they are buyer's agents, because they have agreed to a fee with the buyer's agent. The buyers have agreed to a fee with the buyer's agent to pay them a certain dollar amount, and if you're not covering that cost there, then that's going to change the transaction for the buyer. and it's not going to make it pretty for them. So they're going to have to come to the table with more money, or they're going to have to cut a different deal with you. So you might as well just, have the right amount covered right from the get-go. Another real good one here is that the realtor shall avoid exaggeration, misrepresentation, or concealment of pertinent facts relating to the property of the transaction. That's a realtor. You don't have to necessarily always do that if you're just the licensed real estate agent. There are certain do's and don'ts there as well, but you come under closer scrutiny. But if you have a problem with a realtor who's a member of the National Association of Realtors, you can file a claim with the Board of Realtors, and that's a huge advantage to you guys. I could go on and on about this topic there, and I'm happy to talk to you about it. Please give me a call, 719-321-7600, 719-321-7600. Give me a call. I'd like to talk to you about what I can do to help you sell a home and buy a home and buy that investment property. And visit me on the web at coloradospringsbesthomes.com. We'll catch you next week.